Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Lawrence on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Now Lawrence to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
I'll take that.
It's off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Here's Rudolph off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. 2nd and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 3rd down and 13. Rudolph looking to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Going for it, here's Etienne. And he dives forward, and he is going to have the first down with that effort. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Yep. Thank you.
Intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's Rudolph. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover.
Nice pass.
Interception for Lawrence.
Nice fucking pass.
Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A 40-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Oh.
This is where leadership really comes
Oh.
in. How's the head
Watch
coach
it.
handling it? The offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 72 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Brandon McManus to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A quick throw out line caught by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the 1st down. He winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. From the 50, it's Rudolph. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rudolph now to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go!
Lawrence will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lawrence to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down and a yard. Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way
Shut
out
up.
there, but it'll be 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let it go again.
Get your ass on the fucking keep talking shit.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 48 yards. And the Steelers have regained the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Rolling to his left. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Hey, easy, route. Hey, kill.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking in zone for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They hand this off to Harris, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long, it's Rudolph. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Let's go.
Now 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween, and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Rudolph looking to throw it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Rudolph from his goal line here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic. I think at the half that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
That's
Yeah, boy.
into the end zone.
Fucking on.
Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point out by Boswell. It's good to make it 17-7.
Away from him.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Oh!
There is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is out of bounds before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Rams 23, 11.
Now Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And to throw again is Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jags are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Take the play.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 69 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Harris. Fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. This is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Unsustainable.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Lawrence to throw, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Hold up. Oh, you lucky. Lucky.
Open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines. Tackle him. Second guy in, tackle the ball.
23 yards on the tuck and run.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And down he goes. They second back right around the 41-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. On second down, here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out,
got a man that's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
and frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Harris. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
A from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Here's Lawrence, rolling to his right. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from a yard out. And the Jaguars have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. Now they fake the jet sweep there and a run instead with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Lawrence. And that's complete TTN out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. ETN up the middle. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here we go. This is 4th down. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. This is 1st and 10. Rudolph. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
Wow.
And one of the linemen on the other side is
Oh,
good.
God.
They will take over at the 29-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football. But this couldn't be much worse, could it?
No.
This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by McManus is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Rudolph. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the the Jags grab it. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll drop this one off with ETN.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
ETN diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Here's second down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 9.
Now Rudolph going for the deep ball. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Pittsburgh.